Fox News alert now. Police in Portland, Oregon are investigating whether the deaths of 6 women over the last several months are connected. Their bodies discovered within 100 miles of each other. That is 100 square miles. That's roughly a 10 by 10 mile area since last February. Senior correspondent Claudia Cowan live with more. Claudia.
John, residents in the Portland metro area are on edge, wondering if a serial killer is preying on vulnerable women. The bodies of 6 women have been found within 100 miles of each other on the sides of roads, in the woods, or in remote rural areas, all within the last 4 months.
So for 4 months now, we've been having a serial killer on the loose, and this is not like breaking news everywhere. Like, I just now hearing about this. I didn't even know. Somebody else gave me the information. I just happened to look it up. But this is crazy. Like, 6 people for 4 months. Like, come on now. What's going on out here?
The first victim was found in February, the most recent last month. 22-year-old Ashley Real was found on May 7th after vanishing at the end of March. 32-year-old Joanna Speaks, a mother of 3, disappeared at around the same time. Her body was found on April 8th. The medical examiner says she died of blunt force trauma to the head and neck, and her death has been ruled a homicide. The remains of Bridget Webster were found April 30th, a week after Charity Perry's body was discovered on April 24th. Perry had disappeared in early March. Also on April 24th, the body of an unidentified Native American woman was found in a tent near a freeway in Portland. Now, in her case, police say they're waiting on results from a toxicology test, but she died not far from where the first victim was found back on February 19th. Kristen Smith was just 22, and she had been missing since December. Police have been tight-lipped about evidence, leads, or possible suspects.
Tight-lipped ain't no word. This shit been on the hush-hush. It's been real quiet. If somebody else would have told me, then I wouldn't have known. So this is like breaking news for a lot of people. So yeah, tight-lipped ain't the word. Like, we need some answers. What's going on here? And then she's saying like the unidentified woman, which would be the Native American one, was found kind of close to where the first victim was found when it started. So it's like, okay, so we know now that he's around that area, because if you look on the map, it shows you like the areas he's in. Like, as you can see, it shows you what areas. So why there's not no big manhunt going on right now to find this person? This is crazy.
And aside from Joanna Speaks, we don't know how they died. But Joanna's stepsister says she's been in touch with the other families and that it appears the victims are linked. She says they were all in crisis.
That's critical evidence right there. They said that they all in crisis, that they all got something going on in their life. So could it be drugs and some other stuff, halfway house, homelessness? I'm pretty sure the unidentified one was homeless. The one with the shortcut looked like she probably was on drugs. I ain't gonna say she is, but probably recovering from drugs. So we know from watching serial killers and being into the serial killer things, that we know that the easy target is these type of women. So we know now that it's confirmed that we have a serial killer. So what's the next step? This is why, I tell females to get their firearms, because you don't want to look like no victim. Like, none of these people look like they pretty much went through anything, probably, except for the one at the right top.
Most of them, if not all of them, have been either homeless, experiencing mental illness, or battling an active addiction. And it seems like there's mutual contacts between the 5 of them.
More crucial evidence. So it's mutual contacts between most of them. I ain't gonna say all of them, but it's a mutual contact between most of them. So that means that it's a small state, so they pretty much bumped into each other, or somebody that they know bumped into him. So what I'm trying to say is, that's where we're starting at. We're starting at the halfway houses and all that. I mean, that's where I would go at first, because whoever it is, whoever the serial killer is, he's playing as if he's a victim, and then he's choosing wisely on who he gets, you know. So I mean, serial killers, they have a lot going on in their mind, so you never know what they're thinking at any time. So, but that would be my first guess on where they would be going at.
While investigators look for one or more suspects, residents worry that other vulnerable women could be at risk of being attacked, in particular women under 40, as all these victims were.
See, so I'm saying, like, this is why, ladies, you know, situational awareness is important. Make sure that you're not over on your phone while you're walking to your car. Make sure you know you can see what's around your car. Make sure you're parked in a spot that you won't be able to get pinched in. You know, make sure you're paying attention to little details in life, because you never know, you know, who's watching, what they could be up to, what they could be thinking, you know. And this is why I always recommend females to get their firearms, because this is so important, you know. Just being able to have that protection, just knowing that, you know, a man can overpower a woman easily, you know. So just having that protection, that necessary protection, will get you far, you know, will be able to help you from becoming a victim. You know, you don't want to be no victim to a person like this. This is beyond crazy. I'm Maycock Chops. As always, Carry Your Gun podcast. I'm out.
John, residents in the Portland metro area are on edge, wondering if a serial killer is preying on vulnerable women. The bodies of 6 women have been found within 100 miles of each other on the sides of roads, in the woods, or in remote rural areas, all within the last 4 months.
While you was chasing down signs, I was steady counting mine. Trade nigga, don't play nigga. Got a little brother that's way bigger. Small nigga named Ray nigga, got big guns, he a straight hitter. Hella nigga that's down the ride. 3-7, I'm